You well? Having a good day?
Yeah, not too bad. The film won with the jet lag last night, which is a good thing.
Oh, the film won? Is it? It's not short.
TVN Poland. Do we have speed?
It's a good question.
It's a good question.
That's a good question.
Well, that's a good question, yes.
Good question.
You know that I haven't recognized you in the movie at the beginning. That's a good thing, isn't it?
Tom said to me, he said, I don't want people to recognize you at the beginning. And I was like, fantastic. That was difficult to achieve. So when you just said that, that means the world to me. Thank you.
I've heard a French journalist yesterday. He said he loved your part, but he couldn't get the French actor that he saw 20 years ago out of his head.
Yeah.
You probably... Did you think about this? Because this story had countless adaptations that probably everyone has some.
So many. At some point, you have to acknowledge that many, many great people have played the role. It is one of the greatest roles ever conceived. So you have to just let that go and just do what is right for you. You know?
It seems like it was a hard movie for you because you had so many emotion draining scenes. How do you deal with that, such heavy emotions?
You know, as an actor, it's difficult while you're doing, but ultimately it's kind of cathartic as well. And playing
That's how I felt watching the movie.
Really? Good. I think that's the lesson in a way of Jean Valjean's journey. The difficulties, no different for an actor, the difficulties ultimately are enlightening and are uplifting. And there is hope at the end, redemption at the end of it all. So, and it's in some small way, that's the experience of filming it.
So when you leave this behind, how do you sort of regain your energy, recharge? How do you rest? What do you do in your free time?
I'm a meditator, so meditation for me is probably the most powerful and the key, which I've done for 20 years. With something like this, there's also practicalities of sleep, steaming for the voice, not talking at nighttime, no coffee, eating right. It took a lot of discipline for all of us, I think, to get through the days.
You have young kids. What sort of values do you think they're gonna be able to take from this movie and other young kids? Because it's such a universal old story, and it's still very...
I think one of the strongest themes is the last line of the musical. To love another person is to see the face of God. So if you're looking for the spiritual growth or divinity in whichever form, it's actually right in front of us. It's right here. It's that cop in Times Square who bought the shoes for the homeless man the other day. It's practical. And also, anything is possible with courage and commitment. You can rise above anything. There is redemption. There is possibility and hope for everybody. Always.
For your character, the fatherhood was such a life-changing thing, and for you as well, right?
Massive. For every father, let me tell you. Do you have kids?
No, not
Okay,
yet.
because you wouldn't ask that question if you did.
Don't know yet.
No,
So that's why I'm asking everybody.
it's like a revolution in every way. And I think what's wonderful about it in the book and in this film is we show not just the happiness and love, but the worry, the fear, all the emotions that come out as a parent, the frustration, everything. It makes you feel and makes you find out more about yourself than anything else.
What's the most important value that you want to sort of give to your kids?
I think, wow. Always with keeping respect for everyone around you and love for those around you. Find out who you are. I have a song in this called Who Am I? And I think it's a question we all have to ask ourselves. If you don't go looking for it, life somehow finds a way for you to have to answer it. And then it's usually not very comfortable. So it's much better to go and find out that question for yourself.
Great, it was a great pleasure
Thanks,
talking
Anna.
to you. Thank you very much.
You too.